Now that we spoke about practical things, let's talk a little bit about art. What to see in the Vatican Museums, where it's miles and miles of galleries, so forget to see it all. You're not going to see it all. You're going to be exhausted at the end. Just make sure that you can make it until the end. Don't push it too hard at the beginning and enter the Sistine Chapel that you don't understand a thing anymore. Just leave it. Take it slowly. Important pieces. Well, ancient art collection. You definitely must see the Apollo. And I also think that the Apoxiomenos is very, very nice. I'm talking about ancient sculptures. To wrap it up, the Laocoon. It's 3 sculptures, very different one to the other. And probably they were all seen by Michelangelo. Then we enter into the Gallery of the Animals. This room is very nice and decorative, but I cannot point out any single piece that you must see. Just browse through and enjoy it. The Room of Muses. There is a piece in the middle of it. It's just amazing. That is the bust, the torso of the beautiful view. The muscle, the posture, the anatomical study is just amazing. That is exactly what Michelangelo loved. Whether it is a man or a woman that Michelangelo paints or sculpts, they all kind of have this kind of muscle, so they all look like men. Then there is another beautiful room with a porphyry, big, say, bathtub of porphyry. Porphyry is a marble that is now extinct. It's very precious, deep red, could just be used by kings, emperors, and popes. And now we don't have it anymore. And that it's a whole basin made of it. There is also a statue made out of bronze, Hercules. Bronze statues are very, very rare because in the Middle Ages, they were mostly lost, melted down to make practical instruments mostly. Besides these things, the room that is after is the Greek. The room of the Greek cross, or the Greek cross room. Greek cross and Latin cross, what is the difference? A Greek cross is a cross that has 4 arms, all the same length. So at the end, the dome happens to be in the middle of it. A Latin cross looks like the cross of Jesus. So one arm stretches longer. In this room, you have 2 sarcophagi, both made out of porphyry. The craftsmanship that's in there, it's incredible. They belong to the mother and the daughter of Constantine, which is believed to be the first Christian emperor. Now, how Christian he was, we will talk about in another time. After this room, there are going to be stairs, some more stairs. So we will enter then the corridor in a straight line. A corridor, you have collection of ancient art. You have tapestries. You have maps. All these collections are incredible. You will not know where to look, whether under your feet, on the ceiling, or on the walls. You have to look everywhere. You're just going to be surrounded by art. Now you have 2 choices. If it's low season, if it's high season, you don't, because they will send you left. You can go straight to the Sistine Chapel, which is obviously a must, or you can turn left. And I highly recommend this, because the rooms of Raphael are not to be missed. They are not as famous as the Sistine Chapel, but it doesn't mean that they're not as important. In fact, to me, they are as important. You'll go straight, passing a couple of rooms from the 1800s, and then you will be guided out to an external corridor and enter again the rooms from the back, from the last one that was painted by Raphael, not so much, but by his students. Raphael died when only 2 of the 4 walls of the room were painted. So we know that at least 2 were made by his students only. This room is the room of Constantine. And it tells you the episodes of the emperor, whether they are real or handy if they were for the Pope. Because we have to imagine and think that art and politics work mostly hand in hand. And this is a practical case. The next room that has been restored, the one before hasn't, is the room of Heliodorus. It's a stunning room. You can see all the power of the art of Raphael. These were the private rooms of the Pope Julius II. I mean, although this Pope was not as cultured as many other people of his time, in one pick, he went Michelangelo, Raphael, and Bramante, all the best. So after this room, the room of the Segnatura, this was the library of the Pope. The most important painting, you will find it on your ticket, is the School of Athens. And the last one is the room of the Fire of Borgo. From here, you will have to go downstairs through the collection of contemporary art and then be directed to the Sistine Chapel. Try and spend here at least 15 minutes. And then remember that when you go straight to the end of the Sistine Chapel, there are going to be 2 doors, one left and one right. Pick the one on the right because it's going to lead you to the Basilica of St. Peter's. This way, you will not need to queue again to enter the Basilica, but you will do that directly from the Sistine Chapel. That's all. Enjoy. This is Eva, and thank you for watching Off Channel. This episode was about the Vatican Museums, tips and informations, but I will be more descriptive and going into much more detail about the single pieces that we can see there. So if you want to know anything specifically, just let me know and leave a comment down there. If you like this channel and this episode, please say I like it and subscribe and follow. Thank you. Ciao.